There are 1,000 books on success. Most talk too much about luck and too little about law. They wrap truth in mystery, hide it in metaphors, preach that virtue or cleverness is the golden ticket, or promise that simply visualizing wealth will cause dollars to appear in your pocket. But wealth is not magic. It is not myth. It is the practical outcome of an inner law acted upon with intelligence, confidence, and persistence. This volume is not a manual of quick methods. It is a philosophy of force. If you are looking for speculation schemes or shortcuts to fortune, close these pages now. But if you want to awaken the silent powers within you, if you want to understand how money moves, why it flows to one person and not to another, and how to become the kind of person money must obey, then you will find in these pages a map to that terrain. Let us begin with an honest premise. Money matters, not because it is noble or sacred, but because under the current structure of civilization, it is the lever by which almost everything else is moved. Want to educate your children? You'll need money. Want to care for your body, your mind, or your loved ones? Again, money. For better or worse, it has become the tool that grants access to almost every form of freedom and growth. In primitive times, a man's resource was his own hands. He hunted, built, and traded directly. But as society grew, we exchanged barter for bills and strength for strategy. The man who once traded fish now trades ideas. The woman who once gathered herbs now consults. Money, no longer tied to physical labor, now follows energy, and energy always begins within. This book teaches that wealth is not a product of effort alone, nor intelligence alone, but of directed will, aligned with universal laws. Just as gravity pulls the apple from the tree, there are mental and spiritual laws that either draw money toward you or drive it away. These laws are always working, whether you're aware of them or not. This book is written to make you aware of them, so you can stop fighting the current and start navigating it. The structure here is deliberate. Each chapter is a building block, meant to stir your reason, strengthen your self-belief, and challenge your assumptions. You won't be handed a simple checklist for riches, but you will see the blueprint for financial self-construction. And you will be told, plainly and often, there is no effect without a cause. If your income is low, your thinking may be the cause. If your wealth disappears quickly, your habits may be at fault. If money always feels just out of reach, perhaps you have not yet extended the right kind of hand. We will speak of law. Not law as in statutes, but as in the structure of action. Not mere busyness, but intelligent effort. Not vague hope, but unshakable inner conviction, and of power. Not external control, but the kind born within. When you finally realize that you do not beg for money, you begin to attract it. This is a study in applied idealism. It begins with the premise that the mind governs the world. Chapter 1. The Law of the Inner Force. In every venture for financial success, the first and most powerful force is the spark that originates deep within the individual, a quiet, sometimes unnoticed, yet ever-present power. It is not a fleeting emotion or passing whim, but the very foundation upon which wealth is built, the will to rise above ordinary thought and the courage to trust in your own potential. It is the silent engine that, when awakened, sets in motion the chain reaction of success. Imagine a seed buried in the soil. Inside that seed is the complete blueprint of a towering tree. But transformation does not happen by chance. It requires the latent energy within the seed, the drive to sprout, to push through the soil, to reach for sunlight. In the same way, the human mind holds a hidden capacity for achievement. Recognizing and nurturing this inner force is the first step towards financial prosperity. Modern life often confuses external validation with genuine power. Many chase temporary glitter, quick profits, instant recognition, forgetting that true success is not built on the surface of material gain, but on the inner realm of thought and conviction. When properly harnessed, the inner force directs not only your actions, but also the energy that attracts opportunity. It becomes magnetic, drawing forth the right circumstances to match your aspirations. But awakening this force is not about idle wishing. It demands discipline. Casting aside limiting beliefs, practicing self-awareness, aligning your actions with a higher purpose. Financial success is not accidental. It is the deliberate result of an awakened mind actively engaged in pursuing its highest ideals. Think of a sculpture working on a block of marble. The raw stone appears lifeless, but within it lies the potential for art. The sculptor's vision combined with focused effort transforms the block into beauty and value. Likewise, the inner force is the visionary spark that sees potential in unpromising circumstances. It seeks not just any profit, but the right kind, wealth that aligns with your nature and long-term goals. The journey begins with self-trust. Confidence in your ability to overcome obstacles turns setbacks into lessons. The inner force is resilient. It grows stronger with each trial. To harness it, you must act with purposeful determination. Wishing for wealth is not enough. You must act with clarity, knowing that the power to create financial success is already within you. This force ignites the law of cause and effect. Intelligent action attracts opportunities, and each success strengthens your resolve. The law of the inner force is the cornerstone of all financial achievement. It is the quiet strength that turns potential into reality and dreams into achievements. Chapter 2. The principle of dynamic reciprocity. In the world of financial success, every action sets in motion a corresponding reaction, a law as unchanging as gravity. This is the principle of dynamic reciprocity. Every purposeful act plants the seed of a proportional result. Desire alone is not enough. The world demands that thought be followed by action, and action will always produce a reaction. The universe is a vast network of exchanges. In nature, the sun's rays bring forth life. In human affairs, every initiative triggers ripples that shape our destiny. When you invest effort, when you engage your talents in pursuit of wealth, the world responds by aligning people, circumstances, and opportunities in a way that reflects your intention. Think of throwing a stone into a still pond. The splash may be small, but the ripples travel far beyond the point of impact. Your actions are like that stone. A single determined step can set waves of influence and motion that return to you as success. Even if your initial efforts meet resistance, persistence and intelligent adjustment turn obstacles into opportunities. But this law is not mechanical. Random effort yields random results. The quality and direction of your actions determine the quality and direction of the response. Many people hope that desire alone will attract wealth, but desire without action is a dormant seed. Only by converting thought into deliberate action does success grow. And when the results you get aren't what you expected, see it not as failure but as feedback. Ask, how can I refine my actions so the reaction better aligns with my purpose? Dynamic reciprocity is the great equalizer. It does not reward luck. It rewards integrity, purpose, and persistence. Chapter 3. The Law of Attraction. Within financial achievement exists an unseen magnetic force, the law of attraction. Like attracts like. The nature of your thoughts and actions determines the quality of wealth that enters your life. Every thought carries a vibration, a frequency. When your mind is tuned to abundance and certainty, you naturally project energy that draws opportunity toward you. But when it is filled with doubt and scarcity, you repel prosperity. Your mind is like a fine-tuned instrument. When it resonates with abundance, the universe hears its melody. The law of attraction is not passive, it's conscious creation. It is not magic, but the natural result of aligning your mindset and actions with success. This alignment creates a self-reinforcing cycle. Positive thoughts lead to positive action produces results, results strengthen belief. Strong belief attracts even greater opportunities. To use it, cultivate gratitude, remove internal doubts, and act on your intentions with confidence. Stay alert to subtle opportunities, a chance meeting, an unexpected idea, a timely offer. The law of attraction is your silent partner in wealth building, always ready to meet you halfway. Chapter 4. The Power of Definite Purpose. Every great achievement begins with a clear, unwavering purpose, the compass that directs your every action. Definite purpose is more than a vague goal. It is a focused conviction that channels your energy toward a single, meaningful objective. When you define your purpose, distractions lose their power. You begin to see opportunity where others see obstacles. Every setback becomes a lesson that sharpens your focus. Purpose transforms random activity into strategy. It gives you resilience when circumstances shift. It is the anchor in uncertain seas.